How do you add realistic lens flare to digital paintings? Imagine capturing a moment where sunlight hits the camera lens just right, creating a burst of light and color. That's what you want to recreate in your digital art. When adding lens flare, it's all about making it look natural and fitting with your scene. First, find the brightest part of your image, like the sun or a bright light source. This is where the flare will originate from. Create a new layer above your painting so you can work without messing up your original art. Use a soft white brush or gradient to paint a small, bright circle at the light source. This will be the core of your flare. To make it more realistic, add additional elements like rings, streaks, or polygonal shapes that mimic the optical artifacts seen in real lenses. These can be created with simple shapes or custom brushes. Next, soften the edges of these elements with a radial or Gaussian blur. This helps the flare blend smoothly into the scene and looks less artificial. Adjust the blur amount carefully. Too much and it looks fuzzy, too little and it appears sharp and unnatural. Change the layer's blend mode to options like screen, linear light, or add. These modes help the flare interact with the colors underneath, making it look like real light. Color is also key. Lens flares often have rainbow or warm hues depending on the light source. You can add a gradient with rainbow colors and distort it into circular or streak shapes to mimic chromatic aberration. To add authenticity, include polygonal shapes that resemble the aperture blades of a camera lens. These shapes can be created with polygonal lasso tools or custom brushes. For more control, convert your flare layer into a smart object in software like Photoshop. This allows you to tweak the brightness, position, and blur later without losing quality. Use layer masks to erase or soften parts of the flare for a seamless blend. When you're ready, fine-tune the opacity and placement to get just the right amount of glow. Remember, building the flare manually gives you more artistic control than relying on default filters. It allows you to craft a subtle or bold effect that complements your scene. The goal is to make the flare feel like a natural part of the environment, not just an added effect. Applying these steps carefully will help you create realistic lens flares that enhance your digital paintings without overpowering them. Keep experimenting with shapes, colors, and blending modes to find what works best for your style. With practice, adding believable lens flare will become a natural part of your digital art process.